Shopify versus Aster. Game 1 already went to Aster, and we'll see how Shopify can kind of bounce back, or if they even will. And very bold PA pick, which obviously, how well does she lane these days? Because used to be one of the worst laners in the game. But they have buffed Stifling Dagger so many times over the years. I think the main issue is you have to get these couple items before you can even begin to think about fighting. Which I would assume is, I mean, I don't know if you go Battle Fury. She's going Ring of Health to start.
I think
so
you have to go Battle Fury to justify the pick against CK, right? Otherwise, what was the point? You want a carry that has cleave, and the evasion is obviously amazing against CK. He doesn't want to buy MKB. He can buy Bloodthorn, though, as part of his build later on. But yeah, for now...
And you can get Silver Edge on XXS, right?
Yep, absolutely.
That should be an interesting one. They're waiting for the bounty runes here. Everybody has a crazy-ass set. I'm sure you, Cinder, are not fans of a lot of these sets, especially the Pirate Clockwork.
There's just better ones, you know?
That's a really good one. Not as good as the Raptor, of course, but very respectable.
I like the Dinosaur Clock the most.
What did I just say?
Raptor.
Is Raptor not a dinosaur?
A Velociraptor is a dinosaur, at least.
So what's a raptor, exactly?
It's just not what that set is, I think. That's not the type of dino it is.
It's just easier to say.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's more of a T-Rex.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Probably.
Let's call the raptor. Be done with it.
I can't wait for the first Ankylosaurus set to be put into the game. That's my favorite dinosaur. Probably make one out of Bristleback. I don't know what that dinosaur is, though, do you?
No.
It has a big club on its tail. Its top lane, Fly, Battery Assault, is a lot of it's being soaked up by the Nature's Prophet Treant, so this is going to be kind of a hard lane for Fly to find use in, I feel like. We'll see.
Yeah, he's doing his damnedest, though. I mean, this is basically the peak time for Clockwork in this lane, almost, is level 1.
That is very sad to hear.
Because it's only going to get rougher, right? Like, in the beginning, at the very least, if Nature's Prophet only has the 2 Treants active, and you can... I mean, maybe you're a little bit stronger on level 3, to be fair, but the timing window is pretty narrow. So he's just going to get bullied away by these trees, and there's really not that much you can do, and in the meantime, Baboka will be annoying to Arteezy. Worth noting about Riki, this hero has pretty good base HP regen, so is actually quite nice support against the harassment that PA can offer in a lane. You can just trade with her, and then he's going to heal up pretty quickly. You see Baboka taking advantage of that here. Arteezy's still off to a good start overall. He got 6 out of the first 8 creeps, I think.
Yep, Fly again with the Battery Assault. I think he's hit his peak, Synderen. It's all downhill from here. Tricks of the trade, harassing Fly a little bit more, but yeah, I mean the fact that Riki, this is one of the reasons as we're gonna see first blood in the
this
bot
was
lane,
not a kill
actually.
I was expecting. I had not looked at this lane just yet, but Beastmaster Snap will actually find first blood against Jakiro.
They were pressuring for sure.
That's very good news for Shopify, because I think this lane is actually kind of dangerous for them very quickly. Like when CK and Jakiro hit level 3, this is a true killer lane that Beastmaster will struggle against, but getting that little head start there for Saberlight will be big. We'll get him his Helm of Iron Will before the kill timing comes in, and then suddenly the balance in the lane can shift by a hell of a lot here, so good news for him.
And Mikey
Switching
in the mid lane.
He's going Arcane Boots, he's prioritizing that instead.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, leaves them in a better offensive position in terms of spamming their spells, but also leaves you more susceptible to getting killed, of course. Crit will be very happy to get Arcane Boots on the Snapfire. Having Arcanes in his lane is amazing.
Yeah. Not too far away from that right now, but mid lane Mikey versus XWY, 17-4 versus 15-3, so very, very close so far.
Pretty low for this lane, though.
Yeah, XWY was almost dead like about a minute ago, so they've kind of gone back and forth a bit. This 4-minute water rune is going to be pretty important. He's actually going to take the bounty rune top just to get some extra regen. Saberlight taking some damage as he tries to pressure the Jakiro here. A lot of this lane in the bot has just been under this tier 1 tower, so just constant pushing from Shopify. These axes just
Yeah, it's
definitely
going to
doing their
start
work.
getting harder now, though. Jakiro is closing in on level 3. Monet has his. And they have some items coming out. Monet gets the Gloves of Haste first. Interesting. I think a lot of CKs in this spot buy the boots first. Oh, he gets in tower range. Monet taking some serious damage, but so is Saberlight. And with crit rotating to secure the bottom water rune, that is leaving Saberlight exposed here to not getting much of this wave.
And so that deny of the water rune for XWY. He's going to have an empty bottle for now. We'll see if there's a rotation from somebody. If anybody ends up dying, expect that to potentially happen to refill that bad boy. And bot lane crit. Well, we'll see. Saberlight, I think his mana boots are coming. Yeah, so now they can start to spam away.
Oh.
See if they're able to actually potentially get a kill here. Monet, they want to get the kill onto crit, but counter initiate with that fire snap cookie. It's just going to be the death of crit. I guess he thought he was dead anyway.
I feel like this lane is almost not inhabitable anymore for Shopify. This is a pretty big problem. Like, if CK is full health, they don't have the damage to kill him, and they're going to salve him up now, and he's going to heal on this wave. The further down the lane this wave is, the harder it is for Shopify to do anything. Like, if they ever come close to try to CS, Monet can freely just jump them. They don't have enough damage to fight back, especially now with the attack speed slows of Jakiro, so... Yeah, this is going to be a tough time to be a Beastmaster.
Oh, Mikey mid lane. Toss up after the Ava. Phase shift comes through. Actually pops the Fairy Fire. And here's a rotation from Boboka. So Mikey might be in trouble. And yeah, he's going to throw the tree to try to get a kill, but it ain't happening.
Alright, easy curse on the bottom lane. They kill the Jakiro.
Okay.
As expected.
Easy peasy, yeah. The trades here and there. But yeah, that's a big death for Mikey.
I'm surprised he dove that aggressively. I mean, I understand killing the puck here is big, but risk-reward, right? You're in a very compromised position against this hero plus a TP.
Mm-hmm.
And having to only bring over that position for Ricky, it's not like Nature's Prophet minds this very much. He's not at risk while the Ricky leaves. Because even if he's playing against PA Clock, I think he can live if they go on him, as long as he has Trance up.
That rune taken by crit bottom, so they're continuing to deny the runes onto XWY, whose bottle is still empty.
Very important to at least slow him down that way, after he finds that kill mid.
Fly, now level 3 with level 2 battery assault. Just all he can really do is try to kill these tree ants, and I know that the battery assault does more damage to creeps now, but just killing those things just feels like it's almost not worth it. It gives so little XP and gold.
Exactly. I mean, if the reward for killing treants was a lot more significant, I actually think this lane wouldn't be that bad, because you could go for that then as your play. It's just, it feels so bad to kill treants with spells that early on. You don't have the mana for it.
I feel like that would be a good nerf, a good way to nerf Nature's Prophet. But then you have to actually
It has been that way in the past. I think that was a way the hero actually got buffed when its win rate was really bad, was that the treants got less profitable to kill off. But it might be time for a return to a former state in that regard.
Yeah. And Monet continuing to CS under his tower. Yeah, he's got 3 stacks of wild axes right now. Looks like he'll not get hit again. Same cannot be said for Siamese Cat, but that's only 2 stacks of wild axes right now. See, the Boboka is starting to rotate towards that bot area. And crit is likely to run into him very shortly, and they're going to get squeezed in with Siamese Cat getting off the dual breath into the ice path, but the cookie was there. But Reality Rift comes in, and Monet able to finish him off. Boboka actually gets credit for that one.
That kill is really big for Monet because he gets some breathing room. He needs to heal. Now that the spam is going to slow down for a little bit, he'll probably heal up quite a lot with this Chaos Strike level 3 build. Overall, though, Shopify Rebellion's lanes are going pretty well. So, despite this top lane not being the best for the Clockwork, obviously, I mean, the glass half full way of thinking for them is that it's also pretty good for PA, right? So
mid lane, you got the toss back onto the Ricky. Looks to be an easy pickup for Shopify. And while this is happening, Saberlight's able to take out, I think this was a triple or quadruple stack of the big camp in their triangle. So getting some much needed gold for himself. And another rune secured for Shopify. So they've just completely denied XWY any of these power runes. But
Yeah.
XXS, like you said, left to his own devices here. Perfectly happy to be up here. Although,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's good for
farm
both players, right? The PA will free farm, but the Nature's Prophet, this is also not one of those matchups where you're in massive danger, so they're both going to get
crit.
something out of this. But for Shopify, this lane has...
Oh my! Saberlight with the roar on a target that was looked to be dead already to me. Tricks the trade, but they're going to run right into Fly. Nice cogs with the battery cell continuing to be applied to Baboka, but he's able to blink strike away. Their axe is ready for Saberlight here in a moment, but they're actually going to try to turn it around with that Nature's Prophet ult. There's the axes. Baboka still has blink strike, as yeah, that was a little odd placement there. TP from Jakiro on the way. Saberlight has the mana boots. Finally popped them, so axes available again, but they're just going to retreat, it looks like. Crit. He spots Baboka and vice versa. I believe he saw him at least. Yep, there's the cookie. All right, actually gets the D ward as well as XXS.
He's gonna die for this, but well worth it.
He will. Sprout is there. XWI actually expends his ult as well, but Saberlight is here along with Mikey. Avatos! That's a beautiful kill from Mikey onto the puck. Fly looks to be resigned to his death. XXS gets credit for that, but now he might be in trouble. Can even get slowed here as the boar finally taken out by Monet, and Mikey, as his Avalanche, will be able to take out the Nature's Prophet in turn. Toss to help out Saberlight to be able to TP away, but the Ice Path just in time ensures that Aster will at least get a core out of this. But major points going to Shopify for this fight.
Yeah, this is a big win for them. Again, keep in mind Arteezy during all of this is just free farming on the PA.
Oh,
this
another use of the Horsey. Avatos, not enough to take out Jakiro. And actually, no reinforcements are here for Mikey. Oh, the rocket flare! Oh, Fly from downtown. And Monet, completely out of mana, has 3 wand charges. And you can see more backup is on the way. Here's the Mortimer's Kisses inside the smoke screen. Beautiful hook shot to try to slow them down. And this ends up being a huge win for Shopify. Baboka not able to finish off Mikey. And Mikey wants to continue on. This man has some big old testicles. It won't be enough to get the kill onto the Ricky. So we'll TP back to base. Great turn of events for Shopify here.
Yeah, they've really been cranking it up here, for sure. And in comparison with the last game, this time around, you could argue with a true carry and a carry advantage as well, right? If this PA keeps progressing like this, Arteezy's probably going to find himself like a 13-14 minute Battle Fury Treads, which is a very good timing on this hero in particular because of her weak laning stage. I'm going to snag up 2 bounties here. Don't mind if I do. Pressure on Aster here to get something done. They will take the top tier 1 tower with Nature's Prophet and the Siege Creep, so pretty standard stuff there. At the same time, though, Saberlight looking for that trade bottom very soon.
And the tower pretty damn low. We'll see if Aster want to try to defend or not. And they might just end up giving this up. The Hawk is also scouting things out for potential TP, so Saberlight should be safe. XXS, though, might not be, as the blur is activated from Arteezy. TP was coming. I think that might have been canceled. He's going to be able to continue to farm. He's only a Void Stone away, basically, from finishing the Battle Fury, so pretty good timing, considering he has the treads intact as well. And I assume after that, it's, I mean, the traditional items are Deso BKB, and sometimes it's vice versa. This game, do you think he needs to get the BKB first, or is Deso looking fine?
I think BKB first is probably the way to go here. There's just so many things you need to worry about, right? Jakiro slows an Ice Path, Coil,
Fly. Oh, he gets 2 inside his cogs. Macropyre is there, so Fly will likely end up dropping. Oh, maybe not as the Roar expended onto XXS in the retreat. There's the Coil onto 2 as Mikey's come to play now. The Boar continuing to pressure Monet. Axes will continue on, but nice Sprout will block them off, so that should be the end of it. I mean, the fact that Shopify have just kind of upped the ante here, they've kept the pressure on Aster the whole game to create this space for Arteezy, which was a question mark that you had, whether that would be the case or not.
Yeah, definitely been doing very, very well. And now they're going to turn this into a mid-tier 1 push. Beastmaster with the Dominator creep. Skeletons. Does this very fast if he gets to hit. And now they do.
Looks like they'll get that. And in the bottom lane, Baboka is following Fly. Smokescreen is there. He's able to get on the outside and puts down his cog. So a little bit of a failed attempt here from Aster. And now the turnaround. Fly with the hook shot. Looking for the cogs. He's getting blocked by Baboka. Saberlight and Crit not going to be able to really intervene here. Mid lane, we have Avatos, but this will not result in a kill. Although it might be a kill onto Mikey potentially if he's able to sidestep the ice path. And I believe the Battle Fury is on the way for RTZ now.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Definitely is. So he's going to grab that. And XXS will grab his Ags. So he is the top farmer of the game. This often happens when Nature's Prophet offlane has a free lane. This is a huge item for Aster's lineup to combine with. If they can set things up around this Wrath of Nature root, that is a big problem for especially the PA if she becomes the target. Otherwise, you know, just in general, their heroes combine very well with Prophet because of their meaningful damage that they all have. Baboka on some Courier Hunt here. We'll get one. Yeah. Oh, he might pay for it.
He'll toss back into Fly. There's the smoke screen, though. The tricks of the trade to follow. The dust will reveal him. He'll be punished in the end.
3-man rotation for that, though. But they're going to instantly turn it into more. They're going to smoke up. Mikey with obviously that dagger ready will...
And they're scanning.
Yeah, they want to find XXS over here. Saberlight clearing up some fat stacks here in the meantime.
Shot is available, but he has exited the premises. Although if Fly ends up seeing this, they might still go. No, they'll wrap back around.
Nice read from XXS to not finish that big creep.
Get an important observer ward there as well.
However, Saberlight...
XWY, yeah.
Same can't be said for him.
Saberlight. So that one is successful for Aster. Fly has his hook shot. And they're actually getting pincered in, and there it's going to connect onto the CK. Monet gets off the Phantasm, but he's still stuck inside the cogs. XXS is going to be able to take out that support in no time, but it's going to cost them the CK. You can see RTZ actually going to get coiled in the meantime. Trying to tank this up, but he is not tanky at all with just the lone Battle Fury. So they get 1 core, but Shopify lose 2.
Great trade for Aster. And that's really Prophet coming into play. He's really, really strong right now. So many stats. Like, people focus a lot on Ags. That obviously, I mean, it's the flashy part of the item, right? People focus a lot on the ability upgrade, but the stats on Prophet are just so meaningful right now. He's very tanky. He does a good amount of damage.
I mean, he is the best body in the game, and we know that.
Yeah, even after the nerfs, I think he still has the best total stat gain.
Easily. Not even close.
Puck.
Meanwhile, mid lane. Oh, the Avatos is enough with the cookie on top of it. So Puck takes a tumble. Now Mikey in a little bit of trouble. Still stuck inside the smoke screen. Looks like he's going to get punished for his transgressions. So mid for mid.
That was a 6 kill streak going the way of Monet. Big win there for Aster to get that trade.
They're going to need
It was a nice assassination, but they had Wrath of Nature ready. They get that root lockdown onto the Tiny, and it's enough time for them to connect. And keep in mind, Baboka has not got his shard yet. Once that comes out, this game gets a lot harder for Shopify. So, definitely pressure mounting the other way now. And
pretty late shard.
It is, but here's the problem for Shopify is PA thrives on the blur and being able to farm in like safe areas of the map for the most part, and sometimes a little bit aggressively if you're feeling it, but most of the time you'll be farming your own half, playing it safe. If you're against a Ricky with Dart and a Prophet Ags, there's so much uncertainty in your farming patterns, where you can go. So I really think Baboka right now should be finishing up this shard, and he will start farming a wave top. It does open up a lot for them to get that now.
And I think the item of the game for both sides will certainly be Force Staff for the Smokescreen and Cogs, respectively.
Yeah, very good item.
I believe Fly is the only one building one for Shopify right now, as Crit's actually going for a Grieve, so he's going to get spotted, speaking of Crit. And, gets the cookie to the other side, but not going to be enough. He has his shard intact as well. Nay, he's got the Echo Saber armlet, and close to the halfway point of the BKB. And for RTZ,
Considering the state of this game for Roche, right? Both teams have ways of killing Roche. The Dire with the PA plus Beastmaster, and the Radiant with the Nature's Prophet and CK ult. So definitely something worth keeping in mind for both squads here is, can you find a smoke pick that's meaningful in that area and then turn it into a big objective? I think Aster would probably like to do that sometime soon. Now that they have the dart on Baboka, they might be able to find openings to enable that. It looks like Shopify want to be the first to make that move, though, and maybe turn it into Roche. Let's see. They're looking for Monet here with this smoke. They have a good offensive ward, but another great read. Just the missing heroes on the map here. Aster sniff it out. They get away.
Well, scan from Aster shows that Roche is being attempted. This will be pretty fast, though. I don't think they can get here in time. Maybe they don't even want to contest. This will be a freebie, although Siamese Cat's in the area. There's the macro pyre. The hook shot's going to connect onto him, but Shopify able to secure both Roche and the Aegis. But the puck coming in. Oh my god, the damage! Double kill for XWI. That's 2 heroes of Shopify completely deleted, but the crit from Arteezy is enough to take out Puck in turn. You find the kill on the Mikey, though, so 3 dead already for Shopify. Now Arteezy continuing to get pursued. Dual breath upon him. He's going to try to fight his way out of this, but the Ice Path connects. Baboka's in the area as well, has that Sleep Dart available, taking a lot of damage. Does have to be a bit careful. And this is going to be the first life for Arteezy. He's doing a lot of damage in the meantime, though. But here comes Monet finally.
Ice Path again.
Ice Path has come. The question is, can Arteezy get a random crit? No, not going to happen. So
get to play his hero.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
what
Shopify
an insane spell combo
wiped
there from XWI and XXS. That Puck combo into a huge Nature's Wrath, just killing 2 supports right off the bat, really opened up that fight for them. And that looked so good for Shopify, too. I loved their play call of just getting the Roche, but going on the Jakiro actually turned out to be a big mistake in the end. And I can't blame them for thinking that was going to work out well. It definitely looked promising, but Aster just pulling one out of the hat there. Really nice.
Well, BKBs are the big items for Shopify. You can see Mikey and Saberlight both heading towards that. Arteezy was not, by the way. Although, I think he's changed his mind. Actually, it might just be a Deso here. It's a Mithril Hammer, so it still could be the BKB, but he originally had Ags queued up. He still kind of does.
Do you think players do this just to troll observers? Like, they just put every item in their quick buy?
I'm sure there's somebody that's done that, yeah. As the
I think
dart on the crit. And he's ticking down. It's off the cookie. Fly trying to create some space. Has to hook shot to safety. And
nice disengage.
You get out with everybody. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Arteezy's going for here. You think if this is a Deso, that's a big mistake?
I mean, not necessarily. It really depends what the mindset of Shopify is. So if he goes BKB, it's because they want to fight, right? If he goes Deso, I feel like fighting is actually still kind of tricky for him. It's hard for his hero to commit into fights against all the lockdown that Aster have, unless his team can set it up so that all the key spells get used and then he gets to go and clean house with Deso.
Yeah. Oh boy, Baboka being very annoying. They're actually going to turn this around onto Mike. He gets cookied into the fight. Very unfortunate cookie. Not sure it would have mattered either way, but that's a dead Tiny again. That is the 4th death now for Mikey. As Arteezy still has not purchased... has he actually not made enough money to get the second Mithril if it is a Deso? Okay.
I think he's going to end up buying Deso and going to keep farming and try to use the Deso to accelerate himself a bit further. Like, maybe getting the BKB at this point with what happened in the last few minutes is not going to cut it. Like, you have lost quite a lot of ground. Maybe you have to cover it, cover that ground through farming rather than fighting. We'll see if he makes that choice now. He has the gold now. He will buy the Deso. So, from like a... just thinking of it theoretically, right? This item, in every case that he does not have to go in first or early, this is better, because he farms faster, and if his team can go in and lead for him and force out key stuns, this is way more damage per gold, obviously.
I mean, look at their team, though. They have literally 4 heroes that do that, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
it's a matter of whether those heroes can force Aster to use big spells. Because let's say Aster don't have to use Coil, or don't have to use even the Dart. Like if you just hold one of these spells for Arteezy's inevitable jump in, and you just lock him in place, like Dart Smokescreen is effectively a 5-second stun against PA, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard for him to realize the net worth that he has in fights, like converting it into value in fights, if he doesn't have the ability to stick. So, but
looks like they were gonna
I still
smoke.
do think Dezo is the right choice, to be honest. It doesn't feel great to have to go for it here, I think, but if you go BKB, you're putting all your eggs into the next fight, right? Like then that one has to be a win, or you're just falling behind.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense. Monet going for the rune. He's going to take an Avatos instead. Pops the BKB. The big Nature's Grasp there coming out on several heroes. The root is big, but the roar on top of Monet, and they're able to clean him up nicely. Hook shot. I think it did connect onto the back line. And they're going to be able to take out the Jakiro in turn. A Mortimer's Kiss is used as well. Big coil into several heroes. XWI trying to finish somebody off, focusing on Fly for the time being. No stun to lock him down quite yet. So 2 dead in favor of Shopify. They've only lost the clock thus far. There's the Avalanche with the toss back onto the wrong target. Not the greatest synergy there with the Phantom Strike. Arteezy has to be careful. He's very low HP, actually going in pretty deep, trying to get some lifesteal benefits out of that Phantom Strike. Baboka able to tricks and get out safely, but the toss back onto the Nature's Prophet, that's the bigger kill anyway. And Arteezy continuing to get harassed by XWY.
He's dropping really low.
Looks like he's going to be fine.
Yeah. All right, good sequence there from
6
Shopify.
charges
Monet will
on
TP in,
Deso.
but it's too late. They got out. That one kill on him and then snowballing that into a triple, very well done by them. And yeah, Arteezy playing it aggressively there, but pulled it off. He has the lifesteal from the Beastmaster, and he uses his Dagger of Ristal for that extra burst. Probably the single best hero in Dota to this item, for this item to be on.
No doubt. Enemy's Cat being pursued here. There's the Avalanche from Mikey, and an easy kill.
This is just suddenly exploding in Shopify's favor. It was looking good for a moment there for Aster, but man, they just lost a huge amount of gold and map control with this one moment at the rune for Monet.
And that was only with 1 BKB, which Saberlight has, and I believe the second one is about to be online for Mikey, just 300 gold away.
Wrath of Nature
Baboka's
just did
been trying to find an
700
opening.
damage to Clock. It's so bizarre. Holy.
What does?
The Wrath of Nature did 700 damage to Clock. It's just pretty crazy.
The outpost is in the control of Shopify, but Baboka gets off the dart. I think they're just going to focus on that ancient Granite Golem. Saberlight, though, has the roar available. Not able to get it off. Puck very, very pesky. Saberlight already used his BKB. Not sure if he wants to fight. It might be a fake back as Arteezy wants to go in. Oh, that's a big crit onto Baboka. Gets off the tricks of the trade. Like he's going to be fine.
Saberlight going too far, though.
He wants to go in deep, and yeah, Saberlight is their target. But a nice hook shot from Fly, keeping them back, but it's not going to save the Beastmaster. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. It's going to get completely canceled out. That was a nice reality rift into a smoke screen. That's the death of Crit. Shopify will have to retreat, and Aster
Saberlight frontlining there after popping BKB, I feel like was very questionable. And also Aster with insane vision down here, but obviously Shopify don't necessarily know where the wards are, but they were just being spotted the whole time. So all the information advantage going the Radiant's way, and they're gonna grab the bot tier 1 now as well for themselves.
I think he popped the BKB because he was expecting the dart, perhaps, and he was at melee range, so it wouldn't.
I don't think using the BKB when he did was a mistake. I think after it runs out, though, I don't think he can just blindly frontline into the enemy outpost like that. He just got caught and killed and didn't get anything off. And he already lost his Granite Golem, like you pointed out, so all of his impact in the fight kind of gone.
So Arteezy, we assume this will be a BKB, even though it shows Aghanim's Scepter being queued up right now. But you never know. I mean, how is Aghanim's Scepter this game? The priority. I mean, obviously, I know that you want the BKB.
Yeah, I mean, he is buying the BKB first, right? He has the hammer, so...
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. But Ags is always a crazy item on PA. Like when you... It makes the hero exceptionally snowbally in fights when you get the first kill, the way it just transitions. So I don't mind him going it next, but yeah, for now I do think...
Oh, the BKB's actually done. They missed the smoke on RTZ, but...
This is a good hawk!
Oh, that's a good hawk! That's what that is. They kill the Jakiri, buys back into the game. Axes come out, but no roar for Saber. So another wasted BKB for him, and all they have to show for it is a support.
Yeah, I do realize now that I said it that this spell doesn't get hyped very often, but it was a really good hawk.
That's a good hawk. It's a good boy. That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Oh, I see. Are you a falconer? I'm imagining you as a falconer right now. That is actually a really funny mental image.
Sounds really painful.
Why is that painful?
Because they sit on your shoulder and they grip it with their disgusting claws. I don't know.
Okay, you're not a falconer.
Yeah, I can't. I have a low threshold for pain, so it's just not going to happen.
That's why you.
I mean,
have
who
cats.
would you? They do scratch, but they're not deep. Roshan is available.
Yep, they have a hawk set up, so they have pretty good vision to the left. To Shopify.
He's just going to attempt.
I actually think that
to
smoke might have been
it.
barely spotted.
AC is now picked up, by the way, on Monet. There's the sleep. Onto the PA. Do they have the force staff? He's going to have to pop his BKB. Trying to disengage, but a nice stun coming out from Tiny. He pops the BKB as well. But Aster now on the retreat. They get the Sprout onto Mikey, who's kind of left alone here. There's the coil onto 2. Let's see if Shopify want to break and try to re-engage. Arteezy looking to still fight, but Saberlight is just dead without even getting off his ultimate. So Shopify likely will have to retreat with no buyback available for Saberlight. But that would mean the second Roche is going Aster's way. Nice kisses onto the huge avalanche. Is that enough to take out XXS? Yes, indeed. And they lose Monet as well, not respecting Shopify's ability to fight in the pit. And that means the second Roach goes to Shopify instead. Holy Jesus.
That's just such a wonderful setup for them, right? Like, the heroes are stacking in the pit. This is exactly what Snapfire wants. And obviously Crit knows all the BKBs are down, so that's just going to convert into insane damage output from high range. And yeah, Aster, I understand they want to do Roche there, but I think you have to clear the perimeter first with the Riki. You have to make sure that the Snapfire and Tiny aren't setting up like this, and it's easier said than done, but huge punish there for Shopify. That's... Can't be overstated how important that is, that this Aegis goes their way and they get these kills. They were 3k down, now they're 3k up. They get the Aegis on Arteezy. Was this Roche number 1 or 2? This was Roche number 2,
He got the
right?
shard. Yeah, he got the shard.
Yeah, so he even gets the shard here. So Fan of Knives unlocked, really good against the CK for some extra damage.
Oh, Monet. Phantasm used.
He sees him, but
yeah,
not ready to initiate yet.
Arteezy, like you said, still healthy Aegis. And the BKB. Gonna separate a bit now that they've taken most of the creeps in that triangle. So Aster not really able to occupy that spot meaningfully. They now will be going for the Bloodthorn, as there's the Avatos from Mikey. Deletes Baboka. Very nice pickoff, and there's a big hook shot from Fly into the arms of Arteezy, and there's the forced BKB. Arteezy, he'll activate his as well. There's the Blink Strike, but Monet keeping pretty safe thanks to the armlet toggle, so ends up being a wasted BKB from Arteezy. We'll see if they occupy the triangle, and perhaps, yeah, their top lane's very pushed, so they can't even get the tier 1 right now unless they want to backdoor it. That's going to force Mikey back into the top lane to try and defend.
I took care of that very quickly. Gonna backdoor top here with Beastmaster. Pretty standard stuff. Very safely we'll do this. But tier 2 is far away. This wave will need half a minute to get there. So Aster do get some time to move out on the map.
Meanwhile, from Aster's side, XXS, looking at his items, BKB Ags we've already talked about, has the Maelstrom and is now going MKB instead. So it won't be... Okay, he did go for the Gleipnir. But choosing not to go for a Silver Edge, wants to just straight up go for right click.
Yeah.
MKB to go through Blur as much as he can.
They're going Bloodthorn on the CK as well, so they will have these solutions eventually, but for now, Shopify in a really good spot to look for fights, especially obviously with the Aegis. Could try to take some advantage. And I don't actually mind the Prophet not getting the Silver Edge, because... Oh, hang on.
XWY. Yeah, Mortimer's Kisses are coming for him as well. Looks like the Ricky does die, but Eon Disc procs for XWY, despite the Primal Roar being expended. So he will likely be fine.
Oh!
The hook shot. Okay. Now the Waning Rift onto the other side gets pushed back, continuing to be a nuisance. Rocket Flare's going to connect. They have the vision. Oh, the Horsey can't jump far enough. Didn't take the vaulting classes that he tried to use a long time ago, Cinderin, but it's only the pony. You can't upgrade that neutral, unfortunately.
XWY. I mean, sure, you're dodging them, but you don't have TP. They're going to find you eventually.
Illusory Orb. You will use it. Blink Dagger, Waning Rift. They do have vision again, briefly. Do they give up, is the question.
All right.
Yeah, they're giving up. That wasted a lot of time, though.
Actually, yeah. It wasn't too bad.
But Puck is also not the hero you want that to be happening to, right? You want him to be farming still.
Oh, if Arteezy could one-shot him out of Blur here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the Rocket barely. He's going to see the orb, though.
See that?
He might wait for XWY to go on the wave.
This is running out in a few seconds.
Important moment here. If he could get a crit!
Oh, not quite. Did use the Fan of Knives, but to no avail. Puck very annoying. Of course, Abyssal Blade might be the next item for Arteezy now that Agnum Scepter's online. And yeah, he, as I say that, he queues it up. Okay. Double kill for Mikey out of nowhere.
All right.
Okay. Did he get a double Avatos?
Yeah.
What the hell?
They died, and now you go high ground. All right. I mean, this is what you want from your stand-in mid. Just,
Avalanche.
Just kill everyone.
Back from the Puck. Do they have enough to actually lock him down?
Oh my god.
He gets roared. The Eon Disc already procced, and that's a dead Puck. No Puck for 60 seconds. The Aegis does expire,
Mikey
but they
just
can
ended
go
the
for
game
the win.
single-handedly in 5 seconds.
Unreal. They are going to fortify. And you can see Monet prepping for battle here. Doesn't have enough to finish the full Bloodthorn, but has the Orchid now. Tier 3 tower already dead. And anytime you have a Tiny with all of this to go with it, these buildings are going to melt. BKB popped by Monet, trying to focus down Arteezy, but he has to run away instead. And now the focus is on just the Ancient. XXS stuck inside the cogs. And this is looking like a game number 2 victory for Shopify, unless there's a huge turnaround here. Leifnir has applied a lot of damage from XXS, doing quite a bit to try to defend this. But all they have to do is focus down the Ancient, and they'll do just that. So 1-1 split between Aster and Shopify. And yeah, Mikey literally just dropped the mic in the middle of that game. It just ended.
I mean, this is not how I expected.